some of the conversion rates that we were getting was stark. I think one of them was over 1,000% improvement. And it's wow. But you just saw this enthusiasm, this kind of, this is genius. This works for us. This is what we should have been doing all along. And yeah, when I left that engagement with the client, I actually got the entire team to go through all of the essentially user testing that they'd done and put, what did you do? Why did you do? What was your hypothesis? What was the results? And show it. And I think it ended up with something like a 60-page PowerPoint or something like that. And every one of them had a big green arrow pointing, improved conversion here, improved this, improved results here. And it was just such a stark change for them. But suddenly they were understanding the challenges their customer had. They were understanding at which point the customer was blocked. They were understanding why the customer was dropping off. And they didn't always, but once in a while they would actually go and speak to customers. They'd put a survey on the website and just say, how are you finding this? But engage your customers. Understand their problems, understand their challenges. And suddenly you're customer-centric and you get the value from that. Not just in your revenue value, but the team get excited by it as well.
That is such a great example. Sounds like a really rewarding experience for them and for you too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I take all the credit for it, but they did all the work. That's fine.
Perfect consulting. Well done. Switching gears, you also have helped with new market launches. And one of the ones that I thought was interesting was your experience launching the Guardian into the US. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Guardian was an amazing organization. I still love the Guardian today. And most people don't realize, but in a world where everything is commercial and it's shareholder value, the Guardian is actually owned and run by a trust. So their whole objective is nothing to do with making money. And they achieve that objective very well, I have to say. The whole objective is all about quality news journalism. So they've broken stories that no other news organization in the world would spend the money on, and purely because they're owned by this trust. But the trust ultimately will run out of money at some point, so they needed to become more commercial, a bit more savvy in what they were doing. And they noticed that about a third of the readership was in the US, but they didn't have any specific US content. They had a bureau in Washington, DC, I think, but it was just a few reporters politically. So we wanted to move and have a proper US version of the news online. We moved the bureau to New York, but my role in it was updating the website to actually have a US-centric version of the content, of everything, and launching essentially, because the whole news organization is the website these days,